The Day in Tech History is sponsored by CashFly over at CACHEFLY.com, where you can host your podcast and get a 14-day free trial.
Jeffrey Powers here. I welcome you to the Day in Tech History, a full rundown of technology history 7 days a week. Subscribe to the show via iTunes, Stitcher, or download right from dayintechhistory.com. Now let's find out what happened on this day, your day in tech history. December 2nd. 1954, the Naval Ordnance Research Calculator is presented to the United States Navy at the Naval Surface Weapons Center in Dahlgren, Virginia by IBM. 1982, Barney Clark received the first artificial heart. The Jarvik 7 was surgically implanted, and it kept him alive for 112 days. 1991, Apple Computer released its first version of the Quicktime as a multimedia add-on for system software. 1992, a U.S. federal court ruled that AMD does not have the right to use Intel's 486 microcode in its microprocessors. And the U.S. Federal Trade Commission announced that it's closing the case of a 2-year-old investigation of Nintendo based on the charges that the company had been conspiring to eliminate retail discounting of the popular home video games, with no further action being warranted. 1994, Robert and Carlene Thomas, sysops of the Amateur Action Bulletin Board System, were sentenced to 37 and 30 months respectively in Memphis, Tennessee, where their California-based BBS was found to be in violation of Tennessee obscenity standards. 1996, Delbert Yoakum joins Borland International as chairman, and NetAddress launched as a new free email service for Internet users. They would provide the new users with the extension of @USA.net. 1998, at the College of William and Mary in Williamsburg, a 36-member commission on information technology publicly endorsed the Virginia Internet Policy Act, a piece of proposed legislation drafted by Virginia Governor James Gilmore that would make Internet spam illegal. And Diamond Multimedia Systems files a countersuit against the Recording Industry Association of America, which had filed for an application for a temporary restraining order to prevent the sale of the Diamond Rios PMP 300 with the Central District Court of California. And in 1999, Apple announced that it had enhanced its entire Power Mac G4 line of computers to include the new ATI Rage 128 Pro graphics card to improve the system's 3D graphics performance.
If you love the Day in Tech History, then I encourage you to join my Patreon movement over at patreon.com/geekazine. Your contribution keeps the lights on and more Day in Tech History episodes available. Pledge as little as $1 a month or $12 a year for 365 days of podcasts. Add to that all the content from geekazine.com, morninggeeks.com, and other shows that I produce. That's over at patreon.com/geekazine. Now let's get back into your day in tech history.
In 2003, Great Internet Mersenne Prime Search, or GIMPS, confirmed that 22099611-1 is actually a prime number. 2007, AT&T officially announced it's pulling all of its payphones, and by the end of 2008, will be completely out of payphones. 2008, Dig CEO Jay Adelson announced after long rumors Dig was not for sale. Also in 2008, Nokia completed their acquisition of Symbian. U.S. President George Bush signed the Child Safe Viewing Act, and Apple removed the old statement on their site saying that users should install an antivirus software on a Mac. 2010, General Service Administration became the first government agency to move into Google's cloud. They were awarded a $6.7 million contract. And Google released Reader on Android. And in 2013, Apple buys Topsy, a social analytics firm, for $200 million. After multiple failures, healthcare.gov was now ready to handle the heavy traffic of people looking for healthcare. And Nintendo 3DS added the YouTube app. And that's your day in tech history. My name is Jeffrey Powers, www.dayintechhistory.com. All the show notes are over at wikizine.com, Geekazine's wiki. And of course, you can like the Facebook page and follow Twitter at Day in Tech Hist. Until tomorrow, take care. Day in Tech History is copyright 2015, JMP Enterprise and Geekazine.com.